I watch episode 62 of Pokémon every year because I watch every episode of Pokémon every year. Episode 62, Beach Blankout Blastoise, begins with the band briskly bounding the blocks after beating Blang in battle to board a boat back to the big city. But beleaguered by his own blunderous buffoonery, the boy bumps into a bawling beast. After tumbling together, the twirling turd tries to tell them about its trauma. Squirtle is summoned to decipher the dialogue despite not having the ears of its evolved form. Informed of suffering, Squirtle improves its style with an accessory from when it was an accessory, which were also in its Pokeball somehow. The last shady remnant of its gang affiliation returns, mostly just so they can distinguish Ash's Squirtle from the others. Their only uniqueness is their manifestations of their past sufferings. They surf to the secret Squirtle breeding grounds. Breeding is always a secret. The shell-shaped Scary is full of slumbering snappers. Ash eagerly invades the personal space of the largest carcass and is also anesthetized. Pikachu is excoriated for waking them with violence, and Misty suggests that they abandon the plot. The water Pokémon Master doesn't care about the water Pokémon. After turning the tortoise's tragedy into a children's book, Doc Brock attempts to diagnose the dormitorium. Ash ignores boundaries again as the blasting tortoise turns up. It stretches out, but stuck in the Cooter's shooter is a Jigglypuff. Cooter used to just mean turtle. Now exposed enough to extend the kip to the entire crew, the criminals take the opportunity to criminate. They batter their smallest companion before, during, and after their first attempt, succeeding in their second by plunging the plunder. Ash and friends tuck her back in, and with the big man absent, Ash's shaded Squirtle ascends, ruling by force. It leads the young turds into the depths where, after their most successful snatching, the evildoers argue who deserves credit for their crime. The domestic dispute further dislodges P. Jiggly from its lodge, and they all sleep with the fishes. The squirts and warts swim together strong and beach the grinder. Grinder used to just mean submarine. After being saved from drowning again, the villains show their appreciation by continuing to do crimes. The wet whistles prove ineffective against the all-terrain vehicle, but very effective against the Sleeping King. They probably should have woken Blastoise before their enemies, or just have Pikachu electrocute them as well. With the Luft balloon also loosened, the Cooter discharges on the grinder. Yeah, their ship sunken again. Ash's Squirtle saves only the musician. After spending the majority of the episode stuck inside another with its voice muffled only to be freed by multiple acts of aggression, its only instinct is to share its song. The balloon bellows its booming ballad, but is still only seen as a burden. After another audio-visual performance, Ash and friends leave the island forever with the help of all of Misty's water Pokémon except for one. Who's That Pokémon? Barely present and better suited to be the Who's That Pokémon in the next episode. They leave the island with no mention of Squirtle partaking in any evolution or breeding. Squirtle's growth isn't even acknowledged as a possibility. Of Ash's 3 starters, only one became a finisher. Charmander grew, Bulbasaur decided not to grow, but Squirtle was never tempted. Aside from Scapula Artillery, Squirtle has nothing to gain from evolving except for a larger shell to hide it. After facing that possible future in robot and ghost form on other mysterious islands, the Born Leader learned better. Its bold, bald build would barely benefit from being bigger or bluer. But be continued.